Texas to Tempe shirt for on a good day today, huh?
It is, obviously, from a recruiting standpoint, signing day, and we signed, 6 guys out of Texas, 6 guys out of California. So there's a good balance there in terms of what we're trying to get accomplished from, 2 of our hotbeds.
Coach, when you're looking at Iowa State, what are you thinking now in terms of what they look like and getting ready for the game?
Yeah, they're very well coached. They're very physical. They tackle well. They're good at disrupting blocks. Like, they get off blocks well. So the fundamentals of the game, they do really well. And that's usually what wins, the teams that actually do the little things well. They block, they tackle, right, and they get off blocks. And those things usually win, and they do that on both sides of the ball really well.
What are your thoughts on your other receivers and their ability to step up collectively for Tyson?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, we've played a game without Scat. We've played a game without Sam. We've played a game without a lot of different guys, one-offs throughout the season, without CJ Fight, one of our better players. So I'm excited to see the guys step up, and we'll have to look a little bit different, obviously. So I mean, there's some advantages and looking a little bit different because you have to get a variety of people the ball. Nobody can just replace JT. But I think those guys together and our guys as a whole, it's a great challenge.
What stands out? We talked to JT. How's he kind of just dealing with this emotionally?
He's doing well. He had surgery yesterday, so he's on his road to that recovery, and it was unfortunate, but we're trying to get him back, and by next season, and hope we go from there.
Going back to the signing class, what were you most looking for in this signing class?
I wanted people who want to be here, that are competitive, that are wired right, like they love the game of football, they're a good person, and then 2, I wanted to have length, and then a couple guys with speed traits. Obviously, you want to be fast across the board, but I want a big football team. I want to be a football team that has size, and I think we recruited to that size at the wideout position. I think we recruited to that size up front on both sides of the ball. So that was the big thing for me, is size, and then those guys who you just need to burn or kick return or punt return, the specialty guys. You got to have a couple guys with top end speed.
Kenny, Sam talked about your statement before your right. What's it like following through everything you guys talked about?
Yeah, I mean, Sam's competitive, so if you tell him he's the, tied for the first best player in the country in something, he's going to get pissed off about it, which is good. That's why we get along. It's because I like to give people crap, so I can, we go back and forth all day on things. He thinks he's the best hooper in the country, I feel like. And I'm like, you are not the best. I told him today, I said, Jordan Travis in his prime would have D'd you up on the court. And, we went into a 10-minute tangent on how he would not have let that happen. I said, no, trust me, he's a better athlete than you, Sam. I mean, he would have D'd you up, but that's his nature. So he does that in all aspects of his life.
Coach, how do you get these guys ready for the atmosphere that's coming Saturday?
You don't. I mean, you play noise and you hope that your away games earlier kind of take over. It's just an away game for us, and and a home game, so we work double noise. So I guess that would be the only thing that's different, is we work both sides of the ball had noise. But at the end of the day, it's a football game. It's no bigger, no less. Just the celebration is bigger, and the disappointment is bigger. That's it. But it doesn't affect the game. It just affects after the game. And we got to make sure that we don't let it affect us.
Are you bringing in any former players, anything like that, to talk to the team ahead of time?
No, we're doing the same thing we normally do. Same structure.
Coach,
You're fine.
Mike McLean got some reps today in the 2 deep the last 2 days. What can you see him coming contributing this weekend?
Yeah, I definitely think he can be an impact player for us. He did a good job in fall camp. We made a decision to redshirt him just based off of our numbers and what was best for us and him. I'm never going to be a guy who sells the farm for right now. It's always about building for the future. It's always about building for the future. Even when you're having good seasons, it's about building for the future to try to sustain success. So we felt like that was the best decision, but these games don't count. So to get him back because he's a redshirt is a good timing for us, and I think it can be impactful.
Is there anybody else in that boat that you might get in that normally would not have?
No. I mean, some of the young guys, so the Plies Johnsons, the Rodney Images, could potentially see time, especially on special teams, knowing he doesn't burn their red shirt. The Albert Smiths, there's some guys in there, but not from a go out there and start.
Coach, being a championship game, do you get to take more players this week, or is it the same travel squad?
No, you get the same amount of players you can take.
Coach, a clip of you from Saturday at halftime is going viral about you talking about twisting the knife against your rival. Is that necessarily specific to just that being a rival game, or do you feel like that was more of an issue of the second half and the finishing that you're just now trying to see, and you saw it definitely on the field on Saturday?
Yeah, we're just trying to finish games better. We had a lot of games throughout the year where we started fast and then we couldn't finish the game. So we just want to be able to finish games better, play better in the second half, coach better in the second half. It's not just the players, it's everybody's involved in the second half of games. So we got to do everything better in the second half, and they still came out and scored the first drive of the second half. So we still have to be better in the second half.
Coach, you talk about playing with expectations, right? You started off the season bottom, now you're to the top. Vegas is picking you in this game. How do you keep the guys from getting a big head and playing with expectations?
I don't really care about any of that. Like the same people who picked us, the same thing I said, to suck, and the same people who say we're good now. And that'll be forever. So you can't get blinded by other people's expectations of yourself. Just go be the very best version of yourself and see what happens.
Coach, how about
Cam Dyer specifically?
Yeah, Cam's a stud. Obviously, quarterback, high school, dominated his level. I went and saw him throw live. Very impressed by his improvement. I'm excited. We're going to give him a chance in the spring to compete at the quarterback position. We recruited him as an athlete all along, and that's what I told him: is you're coming in as a wideout, you're coming in as a wideout. And but with the changing of the numbers in college and the rules, you need to have some guys in your roster. Some versatile guys that can go in and play quarterback. So we're going to give him an opportunity this spring to play quarterback, and I'm excited. But he's a really, really good athlete, really good person, high academic, high character. I mean, he's what we look for.
What can Corey Butler Jr. bring to this program?
Speed, right? And I think he's the only guy I've ever recruited whose GPA is higher than his 40 time. So he's got like a 4.5 GPA and he runs like a 4.40. So it's pretty impressive. I don't know if I've ever recruited that before, but hopefully we get more of those guys.
Some of the guys have talked about how you motivate them. How do you pick the songs you play in the morning? And then what do you call this basketball move every morning?
Oh, my fade scoop? Yeah, a little fade scoop. And I just pick music based off of how I feel like when the guys walk in. If they're energetic, right, I'll try to play some music that I know is about focus. If they're boring, I try to play some stuff that gets them hype. I just play off of the feel of the room. I'm our DJ up there, so the guys will help me with some of the new artists. When I say find me a song that gets you guys actually ready to practice, right? They'll give me some ideas.
Coach, you talked about the Texas to Tempe connection a little bit, but what does a game like this and just kind of being in Arlington mean in terms of the potential to kind of promote this program on a bigger level?
Yeah, obviously, playing the game in Texas is huge, but just showing that you can be out here in 70-degree weather in December competing for a championship in one of the best cities in the country to live. That's available. That's an option. You can actually do that. That's not many places can you actually do that. So I think on a national stage, being able to show that not only is the lifestyle here great, not only is the development here great from the other position coaches and the staff, but you can also compete for championships here. What else would you want other than those things? So I think it really puts this brand on a national stage of people care about ASU. Look at the few games that, the last few games where it's sold out crowds, the crowd rushing. Okay, the care level's there. Okay, that's always been something people ask about. Then you say the development's there. Well, you took a guy like Jordan Tyson and Coach Ward helped develop him into a 1,000-yard receiver, and that's just one of the many guys. And you can compete for championships while living here. That's an unbelievable situation for, college athletes.
You guys, we got Coach Arroyo and Coach Ward coming.